Perhaps one of the biggest changes in this new version of Photoshop is to the file browser. It's almost like a separate program in itself. Now I've jammed this file browser to make it as small as humanly possible to fit in our window area for our movies, but it actually of course can take over your whole screen if you want it to. Normally it would look something like this with a preview area, so when you click on a thumbnail it shows you the preview. Also at the top it shows you where you are located on your machine and where you're getting the images from. A couple of important changes you'll notice right away. Menus. So now if you want to access certain things, instead of using a little pop-up menu over to the side like there used to be, all kinds of options now under menus, including ones for dealing with the files themselves, the ability to rank and flag things through menus. Also, interesting enough, the automation commands such as Contact Sheet and Picture Package and Web Photo Gallery are now right in the file browser. So what that means is I could simply select a series of thumbnails right in the file browser and then go to the automate command, and it would automatically assume that I wanted to use those selected images in that automated process. You'll notice a couple of new ones: PDF presentation and photo merge. Those will be shown in separate movies, but just for now, be aware that they are accessible from within the file browser. It's also important to note that you really do need to select items or thumbnails first, because if you do not, it will assume you want every single thumbnail in the open folder to be processed in these automated commands, which you may or may not want to have happen. Simple but effective little change in the batch rename option, and that is the ability to have a starting serial number. In the past you had to do a whole special workaround pound number sign pound kind of thing to determine what starting number the serial number would be, but now if you go ahead and say that you want a 1 or 2 digit serial number as part of your batch renaming, it will now start based on whatever number you enter in. So if you're doing them in stages, you can do that. So again, a very nice change. A lot more sorting options now, right, available from the menu itself. You can also pick the view, and one very important change is in the custom thumbnail size, and I can't show this off to its full advantage here, but you can actually set the preference for this thumbnail to be as wide as 1024 pixels, which would mean it's really not a thumbnail anymore. It's almost, in many cases, a full-size image. So if you really want to get a much better view, you can make much larger thumbnails than just the standard ones we could before. If you have images you want to very quickly identify and rank them without actually using the ranking system, you can just click this little icon to choose the flag, and then you can decide to show only the flagged files, and only those ones will show up very quickly. There's been a real step forward in the area of searching. Down, if we look, I'll just cover up my preview for a second here to show you that there's the ability to create all kinds of keywords. They show you a few just to begin with, but you can very easily assign your own. And then when you go to search, you can search for a variety of things. You can tell where you want to look, including subfolders, and then you can use all these options for how you search. And where it gets really interesting is you can have up to, like, I think it's 13 of these, so you can have all kinds of, say, what factors you want to search based on. So for example, if you had flagged files throughout various folders, you could say I want to find everything where the flag is flagged and also contains some text, whatever that might be, and then it will search throughout your entire area, including all subfolders, to find those areas. So that's a really key difference. The other probably big difference in the file browser now is in the area of metadata. There was always some EXIF data available to you, but now there's many options available. In fact, more than we can probably even show you here. Let me close this up a little bit so you can see, but there's a huge number of areas that you can identify that you want to be available and how you can sort these images. I can't demonstrate this right at the moment, but this is where we access Camera Raw, is through the file browser. If you have a raw image, you simply double click on it, and instead of opening it, it would actually open the Camera Raw aspect and all the options that are available there.